Hey Scorpio, how's it going? This is Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising, June 2020. So this basically is the layout of a Celtic cross, but the way I like to do it. And so I will go through each card with you, and we'll see how many this resonates with in the month of June. So here we've got the Devil card. This is the card that covers you. This is the influences affecting the situation. And it's about focus. And the focus is on adverse or negative energies, or adverse or negative cycle of events, where problems seem to be multiplying in your life and actually around you. And sometimes it seems like nothing's going right. I feel this is a month where perhaps the eclipses, we've got 2 eclipses, Mercury retrograde, lots of energies going on, may make your perception a bit clouded. So you have to really, I feel, meditate more, or at least sit and try to digest or, take apart your thoughts so that you're able to see clearly and perceive what the whole picture is. So I feel like you're clouded because you're not seeing the whole picture. I don't feel like you should jump to conclusions either. And here we've got the Empress card that covers you, actually crosses you. And it's about the obstacle that stands in your way. So I read this 2 different ways. Let's read the disappointment energy first. Okay, you're going to be feeling some unhappiness because I feel someone close to your heart, or a job situation, or just something that you're looking forward to will be difficult to manifest. But I feel like this is more closer to the heart than it is like a work situation. However, that could be included also as the situation. Now, people's energies in this will be a bit strainful. And I feel like there'll be a strain in communicating with some people because of this scattered energy. And some of the scattered energy might not be yours. It might be somebody else's, but at the same time, you're affected by it. There might be somebody in your life too that has an intolerant type of temper or criticism. But I do feel with this energy happening, you will be aware of it, and you will want to motivate yourself. You'll want to motivate to get your intention clear and to take action to resolve the difficulties. Now, let me just go with the Hermit here. This is what crowns you. This is the ideas or the aims or goals that can be achieved in this situation. Now, the Hermit represents Virgo. We've got some fire, some Aries energy here. And we've got some Capricorn energy here. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's about these people. Your moon rising could be this also Scorpio. So, which kind of gives it a double take on this. However, the way I read this card is this is the darkness and what you can lift yourself up as a guiding light, or what you can allow to happen as a guiding light. So it's moving out of the darkness into the light, and this is your guidance, and the Hermit is your guidance here. Now, the Hermit, I'm going to read both as a mundane and a spiritual guidance, and then also the success of the card. So here I feel in the mundane level, you will be, I feel like you are going to attain what you're seeking. You're seeking something here with the Hermit. You're seeking something spiritually. You're seeking something that's happened to you or happened to another. Scorpios are fantastic investigators, by the way. Now, spiritually, I feel like you've reached a point where you should know that you don't have to have all the answers, or you know the future in advance. In other words, your psychic abilities or your intuitive is sharp. So I read down here where you're already feeling clouded and the perception might be off. The Hermit is here to guide you intuitively and to give you the answers that you need. Not all the answers, just the answers that you need. Okay, and I also feel your intuition will be sharp as long as you focus to tune that in. You need to be careful in regards to reservation and distrustful thoughts, because those are your barriers that stand between you and the source. So they must be eliminated. Now, the success of this card, I just feel it's beginning like of new business, beginning of new love, or a healing of love that's already in your life. I do feel like with this card you have the opportunity to make money. I do feel like it will be through like some of you who are into commercials or the metaphysics, investigation, spiritual. I feel like some of these will be a good career change or move for you, or to enhance this. But it's not limited to that. Okay, it's just kind of what came to me. Okay, so that's the success of the card. Beginning new businesses, beginning new love, or healing the love that you are involved with now. Opportunities to make money. But I'm really feeling strong that some of you Scorpios will be fantastic either in investigation work or criminal justice, psychic, mediumship, metaphysics, occult, even insurance business, other people's resources. Perhaps some of you need to be guided in some way to know exactly what it is you want, because maybe some of you feel as if you're not understanding the things that are going on. You know, you've been listening to a lot of stories and maybe that's clouded your mind too. And I'm not talking about just news. I'm talking about people in your life, relationships that you have. Okay, so let's go to trying to decide which card I want to read next. Usually I go to this one, but I'm going to go to the Tower. Because the Tower is what's actually beneath you. And this is your foundation, the basis of the situation, what the past has given you to use. So it also, the foundation is like your home. And then what, what ideas that haven't formed yet. So, like, for example, the home here. I just feel like right now, when I get the Tower and I relate it to the home, is that it could be the environment around you that's not safe. or appliances in your home start to break. Or you might find that you have the dropsies and you drop things. Do feel like you need to, do as much clearing of your home base as possible. This also, too, could mean your energies are going to be low. And I feel, too, a lot of you are dealing with just sudden changes that for some of you might feel like an upheaval of like total unhappiness, or things are just not going to turn out to be the way you'd like them to be. When I look at the Page of Pentacles, this is the card, the recent past influences that are passing out of this situation. So I always look at this card as being endings, because the future card, the near future card here, is the beginnings. So these endings here, I feel there's something that you're going to give up on. Whether it's this love that's been in your life, that's been in and out of your life, or someone that you've been trying to come together with, even some businesses that no matter how much you tried during lockdown and after, as we reopen gradually, I just feel like there are some things that you just want to give up. And I feel like there are things that you just want to stop trying. At least this is what's passing. That doesn't mean that you're not going to try again, but this is what you've been feeling. I want to give up. I want to stop trying. But when I look at the moon, this is the beginnings. This is your immediate future. The influence is passing into the situation. We've got the moon. And the moon is beginnings. And I feel like there's something here that you will begin in regards to working something out. Some of you might make new friends. Depending upon where this card is, I don't always look at this card as being deception. However, you've got the Tower here and you've got the Devil card here. So because your perception's a bit clouded in June, I would be extra careful of who you do business with, who you make friends with, what your friends are talking about, if they make sense, or if you feel like they're just leading you the wrong way. You need to be conscious about this. But in other words, also too, I find that even though this can be perilous times, times of chaos, times of just trouble, I do feel like you'll be able to begin a new trend, or heal the relationship that you're in, starting new friendships and relationships. I just feel things will work out after all. Okay, so we're going now to your role, the Eight of Pentacles. This is your significator. I mean, the position, the position and attitude in the situation. What's the focus? Well, the focus is on assistance, support for an idea that you have or project. I feel like this could be about risks, accomplishments, employment, new friendship, romance, betterment. Betterment meaning relationships already established. But it's you working and focusing on supporting your own ideas, reaching out for assistance when needed, not being too proud of that. The sun, your environment, which is your house, it's the circumstances and immediate friends that influence the situation. Friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, lovers, significant other, family, whatever. But the friends here is mixing business. The friend energy of this sun is mixing business with friendship. And this could prove to be a bad idea. Going back to the Tower, going back to the Devil, and also watching the moon. Watching the moon. I mean, it was actually bringing in good energy for you, but it's also about how you play your cards, how you work your system. But in regards to mixing business with friendship or mixing business with pleasure, this is a backfire. It could prove to be not healthy for you. In regards to your home, I feel some of you will be out more in public, ones that don't work essential business. I feel like you will be part of, some of you will be part of the reopening after being locked down for COVID. I feel like you will be improving things around your business, following health guidelines, improving things around your business. What's coming here? Improving your appearance, maybe for some of you who couldn't get a haircut or been doing it yourself or can't get your nails done or massages or whatever. But I just feel like it's also about improving your surroundings and your appearance. And with family, I feel like you'll have discussion with family members, but you will feel somehow that they aren't really following you. They aren't really supporting you. They're not getting you. And then with the 9 of Pentacles here, this is the position of your hopes and fears of the situation. And I read it 2 ways: anxiety and desire. So your anxiety is about fear of trusting others, fears of trusting yourself, fear of trusting the decisions you need to make, fear of trusting decisions because you've been wrong in the past or you thought differently, and so it would come up and show a different direction, so you're not sure which way to go with this. It also has a lot to do with you not choosing to make a decision because in the past the decisions you made didn't happen or couldn't happen. You wanted them to happen, but they didn't happen. Now, the desire of this 9 of Pentacles, and I always look at the 9 of Pentacles as being a Virgo card. So you got double Virgo here. But the 9 of Pentacles in the desire position for me means you need to get out there and form a new direction. This is Pentacles, so I feel like it's, I guess, either promoting yourself, raising money for business, choosing partnerships or partners, just creating direction for yourself in regards to business. And also in regards to your relationships too. You know, money plays an important role in relationships. The last card is your outcome card. And this is the final result of the situation. I just feel like June will be a very testy month. But I do feel that you will find your happiness because you will decide to allow the past to fade, to let go of some of the things you need to let go of from the past. And then I feel you will have this rejuvenation, this regeneration of your mind, your spirit, and that you will direct yourself towards new ideas, new areas, and new beginnings, even new love. And it could still be with the same person. I don't know if we sometimes allow the opportunity. And that opportunity to be that there are people who do change. There are people who do rebirth. They do. And so that's where I feel that where you're at, Scorpio, for the month of June, which includes me. Anyways, I'm really grateful. Thank you for connecting, and I wish you much love and blessings.